Feel the magic under Keely's light. Hook in hand, we're gonna start today. Hook in love will show the way.
Hi, I'm Keely from Hooking Love. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to make the single crochet, US terms, or double crochet, UK terms, rib stitch or ribbing stitch, and this is what it looks like. So follow along and learn how to do this. Let's start to make our rib stitch then. So I am using a double knit and a 4mm hook, but any thickness of yarn will work and any appropriate hook size. I would tend to try and keep my ribbon fairly tight, for our purposes I didn't want it to be too tight because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So the first thing that you're going to do when you are making some ribbon is you are going to chain, and what you want is a chain. It doesn't matter the number. You want a chain that is as long as you want your rib to be wide. So I'll explain that in a bit more detail. So if you imagine, if I wanted a cuff and I was thinking, right, I want a cuff on my arm and I want it to be that length. So, how strange, I need 2 hands to be able to do this. Actually, I need 3, the one to actually put it on. So, I want it to be that length. I think that's a decent length. But maybe I want to fold it over, in which case then I would want to do double. If it was for a rib on your hat, you'd want to think about that. So whatever rib you want it to be, this chain is going to represent the actual width of the ribbing, not the length of the ribbon. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'll just do a little bit extra. Okay, now, so I have my ribbing set up. I've done my foundation chain, although I do seem to have a little bit of a bigger loop there, but we'll ignore that. And I'm going to miss my first chain, sorry, and I'm going to go into my second chain. I am going into the back bump, you go into yours, how you like to do it, but I do it this way because I think it looks a bit neater. And I'm going to make a single crochet, so that's a US single, UK double, and I'm going to make the same stitch all the way along. So I'm at the end now. I'm just going to put my last stitch in. And here we have the beginning of our rib. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work back away along this row of single crochets, but we're going to work in the back loop. Now I tend to use both loops for the first and the last one. I think it just gives a slightly sturdier finish, and it's better for when I'm connecting to my piece of work. If you want to do it that way, then do it that way. If you would prefer to just do everything in the back loop, then do everything in the back loop. As with most things, there's not a hard and fast rule. We do things the way that pleases us the most, and I would always encourage you to do what's best for you. And I know that's not always easy when you're still starting to learn. So for me, I go through both loops of the first stitch, and then I'm going through the back loop. Yeah, so the one furthest away from me, so hopefully you can see that if you've not done back loop work before. There are 2 loops on the stitch, so the front one, the one nearest me, and then the back one, the one furthest away. And I am just going, sorry about that. If you can't hear it, there's a train going past. I'm assuming you can hear it. So I'm just going into that back loop. So this will be always a little bit quicker after you've done your first one. So again, all back loop. Right till the end. Now I know this is my last one here, so I'm going to go through both loops. If you are not sure, if you struggle with getting straight ends, let me ask you to do this. So when you've made your first stitch, so I've made my first stitch, this is the loop that would be on my hook, so therefore this is the first stitch. Please put a stitch marker in it, and then when you come back you'll know that's where you're going into. And then again I'm going to do back loop across. Oh, sorry, I just had to jump then. There was something buzzing near me. Came right to my ear. Okay, again I'm coming to my last one, so I'm going through both, and hopefully you can start to see this is the sort of effect that we're getting. So it starts to go in and out. Not so easy to see at that point. I think you can see it there. It goes down and then back up again, and again we've got that ribbon there. So what I'll do is I will do a little strip of this and come back to you so you can see what it looks like when we've got a little bit more in place. Now I'm back and I've done a little section. So as you're looking at it, hopefully you can see now how ridged that is. So the ribbon effect has taken place. There, looks exactly the same on the other side. Now when we're looking at it and you're looking to sort of count how many you've got, each like ribbed section, so each pointed section has one set of stitches at one side, one row at one side and one row at another. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 on this little section. So you can see how then if you were to have that for example as a cuff for your gloves or for a top, that's how that would work. And you would just keep on going until it was the length that you need it to be. So the width, so the chain that you use to start off with is really what's going to be the most important, so that you get it as deep as you would like it, and then you can just keep on going until it's the length that you want it to be. So there we go, that's the single crochet ribbed stitch.